Where you going, lady? We're supposed to be starting a video here. Oh, welcome back to the cabin. We're doing bug spray application. We're doing the spray-on stuff, though, not the rub-on, so I don't get to rub any bug spray on Jenny today, unfortunately. So Jen screwed up last night or yesterday. I went to our tanks here on the side of the cabin and they were empty. Like she left the nozzle just barely open on her hose that she drags down the hill to water her flowers.
So the tanks were all empty.
Yeah,
Oops.
so I was making her feel really bad and guilty, and
He's done it before.
we've both done it before. It happens. Not all the way open. You just sometimes they don't close all the way perfectly. So then it trickles out over the day. But anyway, then we woke up in the middle of the night, less than 12 hours later.
It was pouring.
Yeah.
It rained almost 2 inches last night, guys. My little rain gauge, it was empty yesterday because I empty it when I'm in the garden each day. And it's almost 2 inches.
Yeah.
And that's kind of insane. And
yeah. So if we hadn't done that, we'd have all our tanks full. But those are both half full now. So that's one whole tank. That's 300 gallons of water, one rainstorm. So that's good. But it's like a rainforest here. And although we want to work on the bunker a little bit, and we want to work on the mini cabin, we've been neglecting our abandoned camp. We need to clean it up. All the storm debris is still piled in the little piles. So since it's so wet and rainforest-like, Jen's gonna burn all the brush today. I'm gonna mill the 2 or 3 logs that are sitting by the mill. If they're straight enough and long enough, and I can make it work, might make deck boards out of it. We need like 9 foot of decking, of deck boards. And the hard thing is a lot of the poplars we've been cutting down to mill have been punky in the middle. They're dying. That's why 7 years ago I started cutting them down and they were all dying, and now they're all punky. So I'm sure there's some good ones back in the woods, but we can't get to them right now. We don't have trails through the property. So we're going to spend the day down at camp. I got to mow, but I can't mow until the fire. Jen's going to burn all the brush.
And we got lots of sawmill cutoffs that we're going to turn into firewood because they're good and they're good and dried out. They've been sitting there for well over a year. So firewood, clean up camp.
Got all but one row the other day filled up, and we want to put some dead stuff in the front. That way our first month of fire is nice dry stuff. That gives our maple and beech and poplar that's in there another month or so to dry out. That stuff was very wet. But it's got 3, 4, 5 months to cook in the sun underneath this woodshed, right? Mm-hmm. A lot of wind up here, so hopefully it'll be good.
It's always been good.
So, yeah. Now it's flooded. Whatever, we'll come back and get this. Alright guys, I got fiddling and unloading stuff and the mule stalled out. Need I got enough bar oil. Alright. The mule floods out if it sits and then stalls out while it idles, so it runs good, it just can't sit and idle too long. It must flood, I guess.
Our pumpkins are getting big.
Yeah, Jen's got a few pumpkins. We'll show you guys, we'll give you guys a garden tour, you know, tomorrow maybe. Jen's flowers are doing good. All the vegetables have doubled in size or tripled in size, so that's good.
The road's very...
Yeah, it poured. Look at the washout on the road. Go to the left a little bit so I can get some. It went off the edge of the road there, because otherwise it would have came all the way down here, even worse. Like it washed out a little bit.
Washed out a bit. I mean, look at it all the way down there.
Yeah, look at all the river down the road. Right here is fine. Alright, let's see how bad the flies and mosquitoes are here. You brought some of the spray down? Alright.
Yes. This ain't my first rodeo.
I assume we're burning this in the fire pit, right?
Yeah.
I just didn't know if your rocks were going to get destroyed. I mean, they've been buried underneath leaves for 3 years anyway.
Yeah.
So, alright. I'm going to help Jen get a fire rolling, and then she's going to drag all these piles of sticks all around here and do her thing. She's a pro.
Burn them. Get them gone.
I'm gonna mill while she does that. And then I can mow. I haven't been able to really mow down here because everything's such a mess.
Better get it going.
See, I made a pretty big mistake here, guys. I started the fire during a really wet day. Normally, I let Jenny struggle with it for like an hour. And once I see it smoking good and I know she's got a few coals under there, then I come over and save the day.
Uh-huh.
And get it going and act like I'm the professional. But I'm the one that started with a slow roll. And now I'm impatient.
Well, just go start milling. I'll keep an eye on it. And
Got this under control, boss?
Yes, sir.
All right. Jen's gonna burn brush and storm debris. I'm gonna mill up a couple of these logs. So guys, there was a maple on the road we cleared in a different video. I didn't actually show it to you at all. Actually, we showed you cleaning up firewood, but I went and cut this down early in the morning. Figured I'd see if I could mill something out of it rather than making it into firewood, but it does have a good little bow to it. So if I cut it in half, I might be able to get something out of it. See how long it is. And I don't have a tape measure, and all that stuff's on the mule. So, yeah, we'll figure it out. Let's see if the sawmill's doing all right after sitting for a month.
So just cut this into firewood?
Yeah.
Since it's a punky poplar. Good! Pull it in just a little more. There you go.
Ooh. It's a little moist out here. It's like half sweat and half water from all the logs and moisture from the air. It's nuts. It's thick. Let's just say that. So that big old log, this is all we got from it. I mean, it's not all we got, but it wasn't a big log. It's 11, 12-inch round log. So we got 5 beautiful maple deck boards. They're a little thin. I like did them at a quarter. I like did them at 1.25 inches, 5/4. I don't know if the mill's getting off or what. So they're like 1.125 inches. Guess I didn't accommodate for the blade. But we got 5 plus this one's a little thin. We got 5 good deck boards that we can cut in half, so we got 10. And then we got this nice maple board, a little wavy. We can plane it down, a little wavy. The blade, the plate, that log had a bunch of dirt on it because I dragged it like a mile down the main road. And yeah, this one we could probably cut in half and then use for trim around the windows, or we could maybe use one of these for trim just because they're not super thick. They're thick enough, they're maple. So we got something. I'm gonna mill that other short.
Well, those boards look pretty.
Yeah, they are really pretty.
Got lots of
yeah,
prettiness in them.
Look really pretty. Once they dry out, we can brush them off and you can show it to them. But got lots of good color, lots of good grain in them. These are maple boards, so they should. I mean, we should be able to use them for the deck because they're thick. You know, they're harder. I mean, so.
I'll be able to finish off the deck.
Hopefully, yeah.
And that a chunk of maple too?
Yeah, I'm gonna mill that up real quick too.
And the trim?
I guess it's only 7 feet long though, so
that's all we need for like the windows,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Like 7-foot boards.
Yeah, so I kind of forget that I can make different size boards as I go, but the big thing is I'm trying to do the length, so we don't have a foot or two of waste on the end of every board.
Yeah.
You know, like these deck boards here, or these boards I milled 10 feet long, so I can cut them in half and only waste 1 inch or 2 on each end. Whereas if I cut them all at 7 feet like that, and we only need 5 feet, then you waste 2 foot of every single board. So that's a big waste on the tail end of it. So anyway, that's 7-footer. I need them to be a minimum of 7 foot. That's about 7.25 foot. So I'll throw that on the mill it up. Maybe we'll get a few more deck boards out of it, and then a few more pieces of trim. Sound good?
Sounds good.
Thanks for working hard, lady.
You too.
Showing us your better side.
That is my best side.
So there you go, guys. Fiddle farting down at camp, bringing things back to life. A lot of memories down here. A lot of good memories. Jen and I just sat by the fire and kind of talking about that a little bit. But
with this one and his goofy brother. What? Are you just like extra goofy? Come here.
He's extra goofy.
Come here. It's okay.
Come over here where it's not so. All right, guys. We'll catch up with you in a little bit. A little more fiddling. Oh. Alright guys, random project number 5 or 10. I don't know how these videos are going to work out, but we're working around the weather a little bit, and it's hot, and we're working around materials. Jen and I just picked up a load of lumber, concrete, and some roofing metal for the bunker. We backfilled this the other day. We worked on some other stuff around here for a couple days. I've wanted to fill up this back wall and some of the side walls with full concrete. And I've done that with the ones with the rebar, but I want to do it on the back too. I think, one, it's going to help with maybe minor seepage, if there is any seepage, because there's a little bit of, like, I'm not a professional, so maybe the mortar didn't seal up perfectly. I put a ton of that tar on there. But I think if I fill this back wall and however many pillars I could come out with what I bought 32 bags, and I have like 8 in the barn. If I could fill up as much as I can with that dry pour concrete, and I'm going to wet it, I'm going to get it wet. But I'm going to pour water in the hole, dump it, and keep filling it with water as we go up. And see if that's going to, one, it'll strengthen it, insulate it, and maybe help with moisture a little bit. I'm going to try to just knock this out. It's late in the evening, cooled off. It's a dirty job, so I'll get dirty and I can go get cleaned up for the day. But let's watch 32 bags of concrete disappear down into these holes. This is just dirt. Oh, and Jen and I made a decision with how we're going to roof this thing. What we're going to do. It's one of the first few things we thought of doing, but we were reluctant, and you guys gave us the support we needed to say, hey, that's a good idea, let's do it. So anyway, let's roll. All right, guys. I don't know how long that took.
About an hour.
Hour. And we spent $32 or 32 bags times $3.30. So we spent about $100.
And you get 11% back.
And you get 11% back, so it's about $100 all said and done. So, and we filled up every.
You filled it up. I didn't.
Well, you handed me the bags off of the trailer, which saved my back from leaning over and crawling up on the trailer every single time I needed a bag. So you saved my butt again.
And I turned the hot tub on so you can enjoy it.
That's true. So we got the back, the whole back wall, and then the front or the back half all filled with concrete. It would probably be worth another $100 to fill up the rest of it, but I'm done. The rest of it's all above grade, kind of. Well, half of it is, and then that. So I'm not getting any more.
You got a few more in the garage if you wanted them.
It would literally fill like 2 more chambers, so it's not really a big deal. But anyway, guys, dry pour. I just stick the hose in there. It's not, I mean, it's dry pour, but it's not mixed. So looks pretty good. It looks like a hot mess right now, but hot mess express. This half all the way back and then halfway over there. So I think before I'm filthy. I think before I clean up or call it a night, I'm going to try to shovel the dirt out of the bunker. Because I'm disgustingly dirty anyway. So the shovel in the...
That's right next to the shed right here.
Okay. All right, cool. Timber's on crack.
He's
we haven't been taking walks the last week because the bugs were so bad. So he's got a little more energy than usual.
He's like a puppy dog right
now. I don't know. Like 1 week of not taking walks and he's...
But he's been outside a lot.
Got
lots of...
boy. Maybe he's just getting older. More affectionate. They say dogs get more affectionate as they get older. And something. He's plays as chocolate lab. They have really small brains. They also take after their owners. I hear that too.
Yeah, that explains a lot for you. What?
All right.
You need... Need help getting the wood off when you're ready for that?
This, and then I can shovel the... I just throw it over here by the tractor.
Okay. Let the pups go.
Huh?
So we'll let the pups go for a walk. They obviously have a...
You guys can just come down to the cul-de-sac and we'll walk back up
The
together.
dogs have a buttload of energy for some reason.
You know how you see those little toddlers running around and...
You think they should be tired?
All the grandparents are like, oh, what would I give to have that much energy? Well, that's how I feel now with my dogs. What would I do? What would I give? Have that much energy running around. Oh, back in the day.
I'm sorry, guys.
You're going to hear all kinds of interesting philosophies, psychological wonders from me the next 5 years. The first 5 years I was busy building stuff. Now I have the luxury of being trying to be clever and funny.
The key word in that whole sentence is trying.
Try. All right, we're taking the truck down
down to
the turnaround.
Then Jay will dig the hole out.
Oh yeah. Maybe that'll be tomorrow, but I should try to do it.
While you're all super dirty?
Well, I've wore these pants for like 4 days.
He's super dirty.
I put them back on. I pulled them out of the dirty laundry because I knew this was going to be a terrible job.
I got to go buy him some more dirt shorts at the Goodwill.
Yeah, I have plenty of shorts. I just need to start turning some into... Anyway. All right, we'll see you in a little bit. What's wrong with you, buddy? What's wrong with you? Huh? What crawled into your brain?
What? I don't even know how to help you or pretend to help you or